You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Sunny 93.3. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. How you doing, Dan?
Yeah, I'm doing really, really well. Thanks for having me again. You guys are just gluttons for punishment.
Yeah, well,
I guess.
You have no idea.
I have to look in the manual.
In every aspect of our lives.
Every morning, Monday through Friday, I expect to show up to the studio and it's just dark and empty. No note, no nothing.
We keep looking in the employee manual to find out what is the procedure for this.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
kidding. No, we're having a blast.
This is a huge day, and I'll just put you on notice now a little later on the show with a little segment we call Water Cooler Talk.
Yeah.
We are going to get serious. This is a huge day. A couple of side notes here. This, of course, is June the 6th. Historically, this was actually the day I graduated high school.
Nice.
It's also my daughter Sadie and my son-in-law Taylor's 5th wedding anniversary.
Oh, that's really cool. Happy anniversary.
But this is enormous. This marks the 75th anniversary that we know as D-Day.
Yeah.
There's an enormity.
Yes.
I've got some stats, some stuff that's pretty mind-blowing.
So that's coming up later in the
We're
program?
going to delve into that a little bit because I think it's super, super important.
Absolutely it is.
And my guess is anybody under the age of 40 or 30 or whatever probably don't know a whole lot about it.
Yeah.
Right.
And in the school system, they teach you a little bit about this, but not everything, because they get a lot of stuff to teach you, so they can't take, so much time on every single topic, I'm sure. But
D-Day essentially changed the course of the entire planet.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely
Entire
did.
planet. So, yeah, we aren't going to get all maudlin and dragged down or anything. I've just got some pretty amazing stats
Nice.
to share. And
Nice.
I think it might be a good idea to do that a little later on this morning.
Sounds
great.
We've
Love
got
that.
that coming up here in just a moment. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris.
Do you have a credit card? Is it the very best credit card? Many people get their credit card as a response to an offer that was mailed to you. These are typically not the best cards. Check the fine print for the fees and interest. We have a website that compares many different cards being offered so you can find the one that's the best fit for you. If you'd like to find a better credit card, we'd love to help at bettercreditcards.net. There's no obligation. Just click and compare to see if we can get you a better credit card at bettercreditcards.net.
Sunny 93.3. Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Hey, chillin'.
Hey, Ranger Dan.
Snappy salute. All you sleepy-eyed little radio rangers out there wearing your little square bob sponge-faced jammies.
I don't think that's quite accurate. It's okay. You're close. You're in the neighborhood.
This is where your good buddy Ranger Dan lays some knowledge on you about critters.
All right.
All kinds of
Critter
critters.
time.
Big, small, in between. They're all God's creatures, and they all should be respected. This is amazing. Did you know ants never sleep?
No
I
kidding.
did not know that.
And I mentioned a few weeks ago, I believe, out of the Ranger Handbook, that for every human being on the planet, there are 1 million ants.
Yes, you
Yeah.
did.
It's 1,000,000 to 1 with ants.
Yeah.
Now listen to this. Now we know that ants never sleep.
You know why that is? If they did, all the snoring would keep us awake all the time.
That's what I'm talking about. Ants
Yeah.
never sleep.
They never sleep, Heidi.
So if you hear a little thump in the night, wakes you up, probably an ant.
Most
Could be
likely.
an ant. Dragging stuff
Could be.
around, probably robbing you blind, ruffling medicine
They could come
cabinet.
in and move your furniture around.
A lot of ants have drug problems.
Do they really?
If you're missing medication, don't be blaming your teenager
Blame it on
right
the
off
ants.
the bat.
Right off the bat. I mean, you got to look into it.
If the
here's-
ants didn't do it, the uncles might have.
And this is where you think I'm just making Ranger stuff up, but I'm not.
Okay.
Ants don't have lungs.
Are you kidding me?
I would not kid about
How do
something
they
that
breathe?
serious. Exactly, Heidi. That's an interesting question. And I want you to find that out for the next episode of Ranger Dan. This isn't without
Quite helpful.
homework. I can't be the one carrying the whole load here.
Do they have gills then instead, Ranger
They do
Dan?
not.
No gills, no lungs.
What ant scientists think
This is probably because they're underground so much.
Yeah,
is
it's
ants
like-
are actually zombies.
Are they really?
Oh, this is why they don't sleep.
They don't sleep.
They don't sleep. They don't
They
need
don't have
lungs.
lungs. Ants are not to be trusted.
I can't wait for the next ant horror film now because it sounds like they should have one.
They sound terrifying.
It's not. And hey, little radio rangers, this is why you tune into Ranger Dan. So, you know.
Yeah, we learned stuff today.
Yeah, share it with your
Children all over the
Some
place.
of it's probably accurate,
terrified of
too.
ants.
Yeah, share it with your friends at daycare. They might take you out, lay a beating on you. I don't know. I can't be responsible for what happens.
See you out there kicking the anthill later. You know what these crazy things are capable of.
Take that, you no-lung little son of bleep, bleep, bleep.
Demons.
Demon ants.
Zombie ants. Oh, kids, be nice to ants. Thanks, Ranger Dan.
My pleasure, John Heidi, Little Radio Rangers. Ranger Dan, out.
Ranger Dan. It's Critter Corner on Sunny 93.3.
Do you need a gift for a silly friend? WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com has many ideas. Each day, we share a different weird gift idea. There's no fee to sign up. You don't even need to buy anything. Just follow our page on Facebook to get a laugh every morning. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. If you do like an item, you can easily buy it right from the Facebook page. We have a link going right to that page at WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Sunny 93.3. Time now for Water Cooler Talk, brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. You can join this gorgeous woman right over here and myself for a fun-filled, action-packed 80s weekend in Punta Cana.
It is such a great time.
Dan keeps calling it the place. He says it's a made-up place. You don't think
It is.
You don't
Doesn't
think
exist.
It does, though. We've been there twice. This is the third annual.
It's a trick. It's John and Heidi pulling off another hostage situation. I have been involved in one of those.
Oh, this is going to be a blast. Sammy Hagar. We also have Andy Bell from Erasure, Debbie Gibson, Lita Ford,
Gibson. I can't
Modern
wait.
English.
I'm Debbie.
Yeah, Patty Smythe, Expose, Glass Tiger, Greg Kinn. I actually lined Greg
The list
Kinn up
goes
for
on.
this.
It is
Well,
crazy.
Sammy Hagar
Tone
owns
Loc.
that Kunta Kinte place.
Punta
you're
Cana?
going.
Punta Cana? No.
Doesn't he?
I don't think he owns this
Yeah,
one.
like a tequila ranch or something, right?
No, he doesn't even own that anymore. That was
the
Cabo
loser?
Wabo is where
Okay.
that was.
All right.
Tone Loc, Paul Young, Shannon, Pretty Poison, many others.
Yeah, you got to see the list.
All the details, and you can save $200 per person if you go to the website radiotravelgroup.com. Now, Mr. Dan Farris with Water Cooler Talk.
You know, I mentioned when I first came shuffling in here this morning that today, June 6th, marks the 75th anniversary of D-Day.
Absolutely.
Absolutely huge. 75 years ago today, well, a little after midnight, America and the Allies fired up against Germany. Scale of the Allied invasion was unlike anything the world had seen before and has never seen since.
Thank goodness we haven't seen that since. I mean, we don't need
Invasion,
that.
Normandy, France, and just a little side note here, my Uncle Pete on my father's side was actually in that invasion
Oh, no kidding.
and survived it just to come back stateside and not do real well, but that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
About 7 million tons of supplies, including 450,000 tons of ammunition, were loaded up and brought to Britain from the U.S. in preparation for that invasion. 22,000 paratroopers
Wow.
were the first to hit. Military experts expected about 80% of them not to survive that landing.
No kidding.
22,000 paratroopers. There were over 17 million maps made just to support that operation.
Oh, wow.
Over time, just in the planning phase. It was that big, that massive. Almost 750 troops died just during training for that mission.
Oh, wow.
They were doing live round.
Yeah.
They weren't playing. This was to, now keep in mind, these kids were 18, 19.
Yeah.
That just breaks your heart.
D-Day began just after midnight. Allied air operations, 11,590 Allied aircraft flew almost 15,000 sorties during that invasion, delivering airborne troops to drop points and bombing enemy positions. 15,500 American, 8,000 British airborne troops jumped into France behind enemy lines to get things fired off. Listen to this. This was just the Naval Armada. 6,939 naval vessels, including 1,200 naval combat ships, 4,000 landing ships, 736 ancillary craft, and 864 merchant vessels, manned by almost 200,000 sailors, took part in that beach assault.
Oh, wow.
Can you even picture this?
No, that's a ton of people.
And it was all perfectly
Coordinated.
Right.
coordinated.
Yeah.
And it took some time, but like I say, it turned the entire page on that war with Germany and then, of course, Japan.
Yeah.
Had that invasion not happened, who knows? Where we'd be sitting 75 years later, it would be a completely different
Right,
world
right. Yeah,
than
it
what it
would,
is.
absolutely.
So, yeah, and I just wanted to serious up and point some of those things out and
Yeah.
just how
Thank you for doing that.
times have changed.
Yeah.
dramatically.
That's insane.
And to this day, again, you aren't going to see an invasion like that because we don't have to. Technology has changed. Warfare has changed.
Yeah.
We still have plenty of men and women wearing the uniform.
Absolutely, we do.
And fighting for this country every single day. And we salute them huge at Sunny 93.3.
Every day.
Huge. And the memories of the folks who were there before them. So
absolutely. Well, thank you very much for the info on that. That's very cool. Coming up here in a bit, we've got entertainment news of the day. That's on the way. And also, between now and then, we're going to be chatting with Jeff Harding with Crescent Real Estate Group. We'll be chatting with him. That's coming up in just a bit on Sunny 93.3.
Hey, it's T-shirt weather. Be sure to show your fun side with a funny T-shirt from FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. We have several funny shirt designs that will make you look cool while you stay cool. Do you have an idea for your own shirt designs? We can help you make it a reality at FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. Find thousands of T-shirt designs from people just like you and add your own designs too at FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. That's FunkyMonkeyShirts.com.
Sunny 93.3, thank you so much for listening on a Tuesday. We've got Jeff Harding joining us. He is with Crescent Real Estate Group, and we talk to him on Tuesdays and Thursdays to kind of get a little update on what's happening in the Sioux Falls real estate market. So for somebody listening that maybe they've got a home that they live in right now, but they've outgrown it, or maybe they have a family that's outgrown the home and it's time, one way or another, they're upsizing or they're downsizing. When they reach out to you, what does the process look like and how long does it typically take? I understand if someone's in a hurry, they can do it quickly, but what is the typical process?
Well, the big process is when somebody's looking to buy or sell a home, first step is to figure out what's the home's value. What could you expect to get for it if you sold it in this market? And if you look at this market today compared to maybe 2 years or 3 years ago, if somebody told you what they thought your home was worth 3 years ago, it's different now. It's a different market. So, even if you're looking at buying a house, the first step in really running that process through a discussion with your family is, what could we get for our house if we sold our house now before you determine if we can buy one? So, it all starts there. We need to do a valuation. We get pretty in-depth in all the different things that play into what we could expect to sell your house for in today's market. But we do that for free. If somebody wants to reach out to us, we put that kind of a report together and go over it. We come to a determination of where we would start the pricing at on that home. And then we market it, like I say, in a little bit more unique way that works to leverage more profit for you as a seller. As far as buying a home, the first step is we need to get you pre-approved at your bank or wherever you intend to get a mortgage at. Make sure you're funded, because when you find the home that you fall in love with, you've got to be prepared to move and put an offer on it. It's a very competitive buyer's market out there. So you're in competition with other buyers. It doesn't mean we can't get these homes bought, but we've got to be prepared. You've got to have your mortgage in place and you're approved. And you get those ducks in a row, then we can go out and find the one that's right for you.
The website is crescentsells.com. And before I let you go, Jeff, we also got to make sure we talk about this Aerosmith Dream Concert giveaway. Thank you again for doing what you guys are doing here. I think that's an awesome contest.
Yeah, we're excited about it. Really, we kind of felt like we've got a new real estate firm. We're doing business a little bit differently, kind of redefining how we approach real estate in the Sioux Falls market. And we just thought, what a better way to really introduce ourselves to our potential clients out there than have a dream giveaway. I mean, this concert we've lined up, we're going to fly you to Vegas. You fly in on a Monday. You don't leave till Friday. You're there all week. And we're putting you up in a king suite at the Luxor Hotel. They've got a gigantic pool. You can drink those little umbrella drinks all day long. But the last night you're there, on Thursday night, we're going to send you to the Aerosmith concert about a block down the street at the MGM. And the seats are incredible seats. and it's just going to be a great concert.
It is going to be a whole lot of fun. If you would like to register for that, I've got a link on our page, sunnyradio.com. We've got a link on our Facebook page, and Crescent Real Estate Group has a link on their Facebook page. We're trying to make it easy for people to sign up. Again, Jeff Harding with Crescent Real Estate Group, and again, their website is crescentsells.com. Thanks for listening to Sunny 93.3.
As we get to wedding season, many events will involve alcohol. If you find that drug or alcohol problems are hitting you too close to home, you can get help. Maybe it's time for rehab. Your insurance may even cover everything. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. Get help for a drug or alcohol problem within 24 hours. Call now to learn more at 1-800-290-0759 or get more information at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Sunny 93.3, time right now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Celebrities. Before we get into what is a totally riveting, super interesting celebrity story, I forgot to mention that this happens to be National Yo-Yo Day.
Okay.
Yo-Yo Day.
Nice.
Finding cool little tidbits. It was 1959, a cargo ship out of China laden with yo-yos actually hit rough seas and sank.
Really?
142 times.
Are you kidding me?
Don't egg him on!
That's fantastic.
Don't egg him on. Okay, for $1 million, Heidi.
Okay.
Who is Winona Ryder married to? Who's Winona Ryder married to?
I have no idea.
Okay, for $1 million, who's Keanu Reeves married to?
Keanu is not married.
He says, yo.
Come on, Heidi.
I am feeling so obnoxious right now.
Get with the picture, lady.
Well, Winona Ryder's not letting anybody forget she happens to be married to Keanu Reeves, especially Keanu Reeves. Every now and again, she sends a little text saying, how's it going, husband? And he'll send one back going, okay. Because he's Keanu. What, you want the story on this?
I think it's Keanu Reeves, not Keanu Reeves.
Really?
Keanu Reeves, maybe a game in Vegas on way off the strip.
Excuse me, who's beat this celebrity stuff, John?
Sorry. I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job.
I have people everywhere.
He likes being called Keno. Okay.
Only his dearest friends would know this.
Oh, yeah.
Winona has gone on record as actually saying that she will never get married because, in her words, she never wanted to get divorced. But let's flash back to the 90s flick, The Guardian, co-starring Winona and, what's his name?
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, that Reeves dude.
Keanu.
I just know him. I know him as John Wick. I'm a big fan.
There's a new John Wick out there.
A big fan. Well, in the movie The Guardian, there is a scene where their characters get married.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what happened was the guy who performed that film wedding was actually a bona fide ordained paper-carrying priest.
Really?
And according to everybody in production, including the director, you know him, you love him. What's his name? He's a famous director. He's a
Keanu Reeves?
Yeah, Keanu Reeves, a close personal friend of mine, was saying, you know what? Technically, you two dopes are married.
They are.
Technically, they are married. So this ongoing joke's been going on forever, and I just wanted to share that story.
That's really cool.
With Keno and
Winona.
Winona is she's named after a water tower in Minnesota. Actually.
Is she really? I don't think that's
interesting.
Winona, Minnesota. It's amazing how many small towns are named after water towers.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Like Baltic comes to mind right off the bat.
They got a Baltic water tower. What should we call this town? They look up, they're like, how about Baltic?
Hey, I think T works and it's easy to spell. So there. I am so done.
Appreciate that, Dan. This has been, I don't know what the...
Keno, call me, we'll do lunch.
What is this? Entertainment news. That's what it's been. It's off the rails. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris on Sunny 93.3.